Do you ever feel like your efforts are just being sabotaged by your mind? If so, check this video out. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Breathwork channel. In this video, I'm going to be specifically speaking to people who are stepping into coaching or you aspire to be a coach. And I'm going to talk about this whole thing that comes up when we want to do the thing that lights us up more than anything, which is self-sabotage. I'm going to talk about why that exists and a technique, a breathwork technique actually, that I use on the regular, because 14 years later, it still comes up for me, that I use to really get through that feeling so it doesn't actually sabotage my success and I can keep moving forward. If it's your first time here, I'm so grateful that you found this channel. Go ahead and hit the bell, subscribe. I drop these videos every single week, helping you with breathwork, helping you incorporate breathwork into your existing coaching business. It's a party. You don't want to miss it. Hit the bell. Okay, let's get started. So what even is self-sabotage? I used to get super frustrated with myself when I would sabotage the very thing that I wanted, whether it was a relationship or finances or my career or my body or my health, whatever it was. You almost hit like this limit where it's too good. And then you're like, oh no, it's too good. Let me get back down to my crappy, familiar place again. And then we sabotage our results. So this is very normal. And let me break down why this happens. So we have an internal belief system that's running constantly. Like we're just one gigantic like computer situation. And we have all of these programs and all of these beliefs and all of these ways of thinking about who we are, what we deserve, and all of that kind of stuff, right? Then we have our imagination, our mind that is always looking at the world of like, oh, I would want this and I would want this and I would want this. And that's great. That's a great part of us. And so we create these visions, we create what we want, and we really go for it. Now, the problem is if we change our external reality, but we don't actually shift our computer system, what's going to happen is our computer system is going to mess with our reality to bring it back into a congruent relationship between what we believe to be true and what is showing up in our reality. So your reality right now is a byproduct of what your computer is telling it to create. Like we're just one gigantic hologram. That's how this world works. That's how we work. That's how creation works. That's just the way it goes. And so if we want to shift our reality, yes, we have to claim something different, but we actually still need to somatically get our body upgraded essentially to be aligned with the very thing that we want. It's like the classic example of lottery, like when people win the lottery, right? People win the lottery, they're like, yay, I won the lottery, my life's gonna change. And what happens? We've seen studies on this everywhere. What happens? They actually lose all of it and they're in a worse financial position than when they originally won the lottery, if you can freaking imagine that. But that goes to show how when our internal system is not congruent with what comes into our life or what we go after, we're going to self-sabotage. So that's basically it. You're not alone if you do this. I've done it a million times. I continue to do it. The difference is I'm just aware that I'm doing it and I know how to move myself through it. So that's what I'm going to teach you right now. So there's this experience that we have as being human on this planet, and it's about receptivity of the good stuff. Can we increase the amount that we receive? Right? Maybe it's love, for instance. Like there's a limit that we have. Like I can only take your love this much and then I can't soak it in anymore. And it like hits a limit. Same thing with money, same thing with all of the things, right? The universe actually wants to give to us and wants to provide for us and wants us to feel amazing and our needs are fulfilled and all of that kind of stuff. Like the universe actually, they're not trying to take from us, they're trying to give to us, but we block the receptivity. So how can breathwork help with this? Well, when we use the breath to get into our bodies, we're doing one of two things. Number one, we're releasing the mind that says we can't have that. That's too much. I'm not good enough. Because all those doubts and all those fears are like trapped in the mind. We release it. We create spaciousness. We don't it doesn't go away, but we create spaciousness enough to go, I see that thought, but I know that that's not true. That's what breathwork creates for us, is space from our thought. Now, once we have space from our thought, then we can go deeper into our body. And our body's like, oh, there's something here that's not allowing me to have this. Okay, well, what is that inside of us, right? Breathwork gives us awareness. Breathwork gives us intel. Then we can actually figure out what is the limiting belief within our body that's living in our body that's not actually allowing me to bring that thing into my life. And this can feel so frustrating for people who self-sabotage because they're like, but I want it. It's in my visions. It's in my awareness. It's in my meditations. It's blah. But if the body is still a no for that, then you're not going to get it. Or maybe you'll get it and you'll sabotage right away. So we want to create sustainable attraction through changing the consciousness in our body, which is done through using the breath, feeling through all of the parts of us that don't think they're worthy yet. And so breathwork helps us figure out, well, what is getting in the way? What is blocking my receptivity from that super hot dude or that super hot chick or that amount of money or that perfect coaching business or the amazing lake house or whatever it is that you want? What is existing? What is living in the body that is preventing you from actually feeling, being, tasting, smelling, like really having that thing here and now? So what I do when I feel self-sabotage arise, like I said, 14 years doing this, it still comes up. It never goes away. They're just new levels of it. It's just, my heart and my mind is just desiring bigger things. And so my body needs to get online for that. Like every single day in every single way, we're upgrading our consciousness. And so when I notice that something is coming into my awareness, I can feel the part of me that's like, I'm going to sabotage this. Like I can feel it. I'll give you an example. If a huge opportunity comes my way and I get an email from someone who I've been like, oh, it'd be so cool to work with that person or teach breathwork here, whatever it is, the email comes in, I can literally feel myself not wanting to respond to the email. It's like the thing that I want so much and it's right there and all I need to do is hit reply. Yes, I am in. But I'll sit on the email for days and I won't respond. It's like a crazy weird thing, but it's the receptivity of my body. So in that moment, what I do is I visualize myself receiving that thing and it working out perfectly and the deal coming together and me teaching breathwork on that stage or whatever thing it is. I see it in its perfection. It's like perfect. It happened. It's amazing. I get it into my body. And as I'm visualizing this, I use what we call that pause, the triactive breath, which is into the belly, up into the chest, out through the mouth. Do it with me. Keeping that breath moving in and out of the body, perfectly in and out of the body for about 3 minutes. After that 3 minute, I take a deep breath in through the nose, hold at the top, then I release the breath and again, bring back the visualization of myself responding to that email and going perfectly, it leading to this beautiful experience. So many people are impacted. And so what I'm doing here in this experience is I'm letting my body know it is okay to open up. It is okay to be receptive. It is okay to accept that amount of money or opportunity or love or connection or whatever it is. And so as a coach in your coaching business, this comes up all the time, right? When clients want to pay you crap loads of money for your services, when a great opportunity comes, when you get asked to go on that podcast or you get that book deal, all of that can feel like, whoa, this is different than what I'm used to, but it's exactly what I desire. So it's all about getting the body on board, using breathwork and aligning, upgrading the system day after day, moment after moment. You got this, I promise you. If you've landed on this video and you have a call, you have a vision, you wanna be a breathwork facilitator, I've included a totally free training in the description of this video. Check that out. I'm talking all about how to become a breathwork facilitator and the potentiality of this incredible industry. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much for hanging out today, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.